That would be so cool. That would make us feel a lot better about this box. Or boxes. That's like 2.5 boxes. Maybe like 2 3/4 boxes. How's it going, red bearded preacher? Oh, I'm a lot later than I wanted to be by about half hour, but today was kind of, I didn't have much time today. Do our annual it's the 7th. I don't know if any of you buy from the Mint watching, but I went ahead and I haven't ever done this before, so I thought I would go for it because they were available today. Well, I tried to highlight something and it thought I was clicking on something. Yeah, subscription. I don't know if they work. I think I'm still gonna try to go for buying it on the day it drops, but since it was available, I'm like, why not? If it's not charging me the day of, there's no reason why I shouldn't go for it. So I had to do that, and I got a bunch of cats, so they had to be tended to, and yep. Yep, I got some here, and then there's a crap ton of them over there, and then that bucket. So we're gonna try to see how much we can get through. I'll be able to push it all the way to 1:45 since I don't have to go to the bank today, so. It'd be cool if there was even a proof in here or something. I got my smaller flips, so they should 27.5 millimeter ones. So that'll hopefully fit them better. I won't have to use as many staples. And hopefully I don't give myself a good ding like I did yesterday. That was pretty gnarly. I gotta be careful using this little thing. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Yeah, I can't. These are all mixed. The boxes are mixed, so I have no clue what could come out of what box. But, I mean, I don't think it matters that much. They're all dimes, so. Alright. So that flash is on. Okay. Oh, that's what I was forgetting. I gotta get the chat up on the screen here. Let's see, studio. There we go. Yeah, sometimes it's easier for me to see the chat over on this side on one of these TVs. That way, because sometimes I'm just not looking down. Even though the chances are kind of slim, I think it'd be even cool to see a new, current year coin. I can get some toothpaste on that thing and get that little green mark off, so I'm keeping that. I gotta get another box for the coins I'm saving. Yesterday I was stacking them on the desk, but I think it's easier to just toss them in a box and deal with them later, kind of thing. That way I'm not making a big pile and I don't have to try to scoop it up and yada yada yada. Yeah, I'll be on for like about an hour 45-ish today, and then tomorrow we'll have a much bigger stream. It'll be coin pickup day too, so hopefully I can get enough. And we have like several weeks worth of coins from the store that I work at, so that hopefully that yields something. There's some decent 60s so far in these. Honestly, wish I had something more than the dimes. Sometimes you get so many dimes and it's like, I don't know how I'm gonna make it through all these. And then hopefully after this, we'll be able to put in an order for some more than just dimes, maybe even get some halves in there. Get this tripod kind of the way I need it to. There we go. Today we're trying a different playlist. This has got some copyright-free music, so it's at least it's not constantly going to be copyrights in all my lives. Not that I'm trying to get monetized, but it does help a little bit. Gives at least a day or two where there's some other different material to listen to, and some of the music I'm like, but I didn't put the playlist together, somebody else did. My cat was trying to get my food. Luckily I looked over and seen her. Oh, that was a bad kitty. Didn't have time to eat, I just had time to make the food, and I can kind of eat as I'm going along. Let's see, there's gotta be some other there. I'm gonna have to modify this playlist. It's just playing directly off of YouTube. Usually I have a media player that's playing everything. I'm gonna pin your comment here and we'll see if we can actually find some. At least one. That'd be cool if there was at least one. That looks weird. I'm gonna set it in the box for now. So there's these 2000s where I'm thinking I'm seeing a 2009, and I have to like read it really carefully. Dang, that looks pretty nice. Too bad there's more lines on that torch. Two. Oh, that's like a tiny bit off centering, I think. That word is all cut off up there almost. But I don't see it on the reverse. That's a little weird. Toss it in there for now. Vincent, how's it going? Good to see you, man. We're doing a crap ton of dimes that have been sitting here for literally months, actually months. I really don't know how I poked myself so hard. I must have been really in a hurry. Of course, it's right in the camera view, so I just have to constantly remind myself to not go so fast when I'm using this darn thing. I guess it's better than using a box cutter like I was using before. Ugh. I had this thing perfectly placed yesterday, and now everything's slightly shifted just a little bit. I'm gonna get a new tripod just for this, so then that way it'll be like in the same spot consistently. There we go. Lots of 25s. I can't even pick these things up. I keep dropping them. Another nice 81. Will admit, it is nice having the phone zoomed in like this and stationary, so I could see these things so much better. Although I think I would see like a proof or something for sure if I came across it. I'm just mainly, it's those 2009s I'm wanting to make sure, and the W for the 96. Definitely don't want to miss those. And checking those, can't remember if it's the 81. It's one of those right around that year where it doesn't have the mint mark like it should. though. I did move that light, so it's kind of in front of the coins now. I'm not sure if it's helping, because the camera's having a hard time focusing on the coins, but I could definitely see everything better. Mark Klein, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while, man. Good to see you. I always know I get everybody in different, different days. I'll see different people, kind of thing. So good seeing you, man. Ooh, that's a nice 82. I know these don't got mint sets, so I'm keeping that. And that's looking really weird. Huh. Nice 2002. Sometimes I just toss them in there just cause. I've been doing note serial numbers with Princess. She's over from the UK. Yep, that's right. Oh, and I figured usually it's just like Bella's Forge and Gatita Oso. It seems like, you see one and you see the other. So I was wondering if Warrior Princess was gonna pop in here, and you did. Right when I thought about it. Thineen, it's been a while since I've seen you. I stopped in B-Waller's stream last night, and I seen you in there, but I was just going to bed when I seen your name from there. I was gonna say hi to you, so it's funny to see you on here. Good to see y'all. Just doing dimes that have been sitting here for months. Need to get them done, get them cashed, so we can try to get our first order in months in. So if you guys are interested in seeing what we found in the last orders, just many of the orders that we did over time last year, tomorrow would probably be that stream. I'm thinking, what is this? This looks, it's a 67, just looks sort of okay. I thought it was, held my breath and thought it was silver for a second, but I kind of figured. We're at the breakfast table together. Yep, I'm eating breakfast right now. Well, not really. I'm kind of, every time I get a roll done, I'm kind of snagging a bite. I have about an hour and 10 minutes on here, and then tomorrow is the bigger stream. Hopefully a good chunk of hours. Get some of these dimes done, and I'll have some other coins picked up, hopefully, if they let me take some at the bank, and we'll have a variety of stuff. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put this keyboard. I got a keyboard for the computer down here. That way I can kind of type in the chat if I need to, and just trying to figure things out for when my dad gets on here and he's doing it. tomorrow I'm gonna kind of, he'll be sitting here with us, and I'm gonna kind of show him how I do things here, and then Sunday will be when he unrolls the coins, and I'll be sitting here talking to you guys and doing the music. We'll have 70s and 80s music, hopefully. I think I've got a way of figuring out how to get around the copyright issue of that. So, yeah, weekends will be kind of fun music, fun time. Eventually, whenever I can get the giveaways done, that'll be when we do that, is weekends. So, yeah, all in the plan. Yeah, that, I'm hoping. There's plenty of rolls here for some silver, so it just takes one. And that's not 2009. Or even just a cool mint mark, something. Yesterday was kind of nothing. But that wasn't from the same bank. This is the federal order that we do, so we just kind of left the dimes, and I was like, I'll do the dimes, and then I kind of never did them. And it's like, yeah, they need to be done. Otherwise, they're just going to sit there forever, and I can't let that happen. Of course, if you guys see something kind of funky with something, just let me know. I'll try to go back and find it. Although I'm just kind of tossing them in this pile over here so I know what I've gone through. But I feel like I would have seen at least the silver part on the rim. Sometimes I've missed it, though. There's been a lot of times where I've missed that. Little off center there. Toss it in there. There have been times did not see a mercury because it was just too thin and the color was just very particular. So toss that in there too. I'm just waiting for the moment we find the W on stream. Like, that would be insane. I'm sure we'll get through this little pile I have here, and then there's like that little pile over there. That's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we've done like, whoa, about 5 or 6 of them, I want to say. And there's probably like 20 or 30 of those groups. Like, there's probably a good 70 or 80 rolls over there sitting, just waiting. I don't think so. Hate when that happens. I guess it doesn't matter if I'm picking them up anyway and going through them like I do now. I think CoinQuester for that method. He's got the method. A glow wave tea and fire. What's up? How's it going? Sometimes I have to try to read that name now that they got it the way they do. AG, Iowa Vet and Fire. That's all. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Crazy how you can read something one way and then it's actually a completely different way. Thanks for correcting me on that. Welcome to the chat. Well, you're not the only one, yeah. I guess the no spaces is what got me, and so I just read it as one whole thing. See, these are what I think. I think it's got to not have the mint mark, and that's the one where they want you to have that one. What's that? Okay. I would have noticed that that was silver, but sometimes that 5 looks like a 3. That's got a clad, so. Oh, I don't know why the camera is like having such a hard time focusing, but I'm trying to read the dates and I can't read it because it's like in and out, in and out, in and out. That is why I like that roll to stay intact when I open it, because then I can pick it up easier. Yeah, at the time YouTube wouldn't let me add spaces and underscores. That kind of sucks. So it's just one whole thing. That's not a double stamped mint mark, right? I don't think so. Right there, I see something. I don't know if you guys see that. The D looks like, right underneath the D looks like there's another D. But then when I move it over here, I don't see it. Sometimes I think I see something. Maybe that's the reflection of it. I don't know. I missed the alligator skull. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's actually downstairs. It's actually downstairs on my music, where I do my music, my stand down there. So I was actually thinking, you know, because this is the desk my dad uses. Well, it was my desk, and then I brought it upstairs and had his stuff on it. But I was thinking about bringing everything up and having it, because I'm like, everything's like perfect, but the one thing is we don't have our little props that we had on the desk. I do miss that, so I might start bringing stuff up slowly, because I do like those figurines. Props to you going through the dimes. Yeah, I try to go through everything. You know, I try to have, I try to get, you know, I just try to go for anything that is collectible. I mean, because anybody's gonna want anything, really, right? So, but I understand why people do not like going through dimes, because they're a pain in so many different ways. So I get it. And that just went somewhere, I don't know where. Hopefully it's not silver, because it sounded, oh, there it is. I'm gonna say it sounded like a clad coin. I try to pick everything up, though, that I drop, because I have dropped a 1921 wheat penny, or it was 1927, I think, and it was underneath my couch. So I was like, now I actually try to pick everything up if I drop it, because who knows what it could have been, you know? My old ass eyes, I only edge hunt them. Yeah, there's a lot of people I've noticed on YouTube that just edge hunt things in general, and I don't know. You never know what you're gonna see on the inside, but if you can't see it, there's no reason to try to force yourself to, you know what I mean? Get right up in there. The phone's really where, you know, the phone really helps. It's like another microscope, basically. And then if you do see something through the phone, then you could just pull it up and then get the scope out and really get in there and figure it out. There, that was bothering me that wasn't straight. I can't wait to get the new tripod, because this tripod, like, the legs don't lock, so it moves, it adjusts constantly, and I don't like it. I need a normal tripod where the legs just are there, and that's it, you know. Yeah, I stick to everything else. I do a live penny hunt every weekday before work. Dang, now that's something, right? Considering people also, I've heard some people say that's a thing of the past, and I can't wait to get that uncirculated set, honestly, because I really want to see that dual date penny. I think it would be cool. And apparently the mintage, if they don't raise the product limit, which people are thinking they will, it'll be like 300,000, which is lower than the W penny and lower than the SVDB, you know. Yeah. But that's awesome. I got my pod at Walmart. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just go by Walmart and grab one. I don't like using this one anyway because this is what I use for the music thing, and then I have a big shelf that I have the tripod. It's black taped on the tripod, so then that way there's another off center, I think. And so then I have to untape it, or I have to try to get it out of the tape, and then I have to put it back on the tape when I go to record a music session. So it's kind of complicated, and I'd rather just leave it there and have this one upstairs. But we've never done this really upstairs until now. This is all brand new, basically. So ooh, look at that. Grody. And there's not really been anything in these so far, but I'm trying to not think that way. Never know what's ahead of you. Not bad. Dang, that actually looks pretty nice. That was one thing CoinQuester and somebody else, I think somebody named Joe, if I remember right. I haven't seen him yet in here, but he told me, both of them told me to keep these that have the lines on the torch, and everything's kind of intact. Mine is like a selfie stick and a tripod all in one, has really good grip and stiff telescoping base. Yeah, that's really what I need, is the stiff telescoping base. That way this thing don't move around. If anybody knows my streams, they know that it's notorious for this thing flying off, the phone flying off the tripod, and yeah. But it's got this one. It never had the selfie stick attachment. I put that on myself, and it helps. I have it upside down, so then it points downward towards my piano. You can see above my hands, and then you know, you got the dual camera action on that series on my channel. Some pretty nice 81s and 82s in here. Not anything crazy, but I really need to start rotating these coins to... I just sometimes don't have the patience. the virtue, right? Oh, there's so many dimes. So many dimes. There better be something in this to make it worth it. We usually only do the dimes to it's kind of like to fill in the gap in the order, honestly. Try to keep this intact here so I can pick it up easier. Damn it! Oh, didn't happen. Because we do like $50 in pennies from this bank, because it's easy to get pennies around here overall still. And then ooh, that's not silver, is it? No, it's not. Just sometimes you get these that look a weird color. I have to remember how much we did in the order, but basically the dimes made it to where it filled in the gap and number wise. Just found out that my department is doing a controlled house burn tonight, so I'm gonna be busy later. Dang, that sounds crazy. Controlled house burn. So what does that mean exactly? Get up in here. going to be a blast. Yeah, it does sound pretty busy. There's almost a filled ND. And I just toss it on the ground. So there's an abandoned house in our town now. We get to purposefully burn it. See, that's what I was wondering if that's what that meant. You had to do it, but it was like a controlled, kind of like controlled fires in fields in a way too, stuff like that. That makes sense. Dang, that's crazy. That does sound like a blast. We will protect all the surrounding property and keep it under control. That's an interesting thing where you like it's an intentionally done thing, because obviously I guess the house is just sitting there and time for it to go gonzo. That ain't too bad. I'm gonna toss that in that box. Please like and subscribe. Oh. Pin that message. It really gives us good training insight, and that does make sense. It's basically like a training room almost, in a way. Like you get a good practice run to be able to learn probably certain techniques or scenarios where something would happen. Yeah. A little off-centering on that left side. Oh, this takes too much longer having to pick these up. I'm gonna try and get those rolls intact when I open them. I subbed to you last night from B Waller's live last night. I'm so glad I remember that. I was getting ready to go to sleep, and then I remembered people telling me that I needed to go in there. I don't want to go into someone's thing and make them think I'm just going in there to take their people. I've been accused of that sort of thing before, and that's not what I'm trying to do by any means. I mean, I've watched a few of his lives before, and it looked like a party in there. It looked like people were having a fun time. So it was cool to see some familiar faces in there too. And yeah, I just don't have that much time to watch. You know, I got so many things going on, so whenever I try to tune into a place, I try to be in there as long as possible and try to support it in any way I can. So he's great. He's all for promoting other channels. I know he had an issue with a particular channel. I don't even need to name the channel, but he had the similar issue that I did. And so he relates with that on that, and yeah, looked like a fun time in there. Yeah, if you know, you know. And okay, Vincent, time. Let's roll or unroll. Let's roll or unroll. Yeah, I wish I had something to alternate to, if you know, yeah, them that are not to be named. Dang, that's crazy, even you know. Yeah. That's a huge reason, also, a huge reason why I do not ask for subs, I do not ask for likes. I don't want to be that guy that's like, you know what I mean? I don't want to be that saying that every 5 seconds and acting full of myself on that, because that's not what it's about. I had to check that because that looked a little gray there. It's not my job here to be like that. You know, I'm just sharing something cool with the guys. as a musician who, dang, look at that. As a musician, entering the coin sphere. So, anything is, it sprinkles on top, as I always say. Dang, some nice regular clads in here. See, these things I'm thinking about, like, if I do the giveaways, I could just toss these things in there, and if the person wants them, that's cool, you know? It's a little extra thing in there for them. Where are we at time-wise? Time's flying, holy crap. I'm not really trying to get... I mean, there's just so many dimes here today that I'm not going to get all this done. I'm just trying to eat into this freaking massive pile we have. See, it'd be about $750 worth of dimes sitting over there. And then the bucket has about 500 because the bags are 500 from the bank. So it's like, ugh. Dimed out. We will be dimed out after this. Normally we do, like, we switch off. I do some quarters, I do some pennies, I do some nickels. Kind of keep it interesting. I personally ask people to promote their channels on my lives. I got a lot of help starting out and have helped at least 4 beginners get to 50 so they could do lives. Dang! I've been able to stream for a long time. I don't think I think I was able to do it right off the bat because I did the music stuff. So, like, that kind of put me in the position to already be able to stream, and I kind of just started doing it one day. If you're an OG from that time period where I started, then you remember that what really got me going was I felt like at one point I could only get coins from my store. And then I had just enough oomph to go to the bank and ask for rolls. And I brought them home, and there were silver quarters in the rolls. And I was like, holy freaking crap. Like, I could have done that live. So then I picked up another batch the next day, brought it home, went live, and there was some more in there. And I was like, oh my god. And that hasn't happened like that since. That was a rare thing to happen. It just happened to be perfect timing that I started streaming. It's a great community. Yeah, like I said, it seemed like you guys were having a fun time in there, and it was cool seeing people submit pictures, and then you guys were going over what you guys seen. I thought that was really cool. That's something I don't do on here, but I mean, you guys talk about errors only because you guys know about all that stuff more than me. I don't hardly know any of that. My dad and I know more about errors than my dad, and he doesn't. I don't know very much myself, so that's kind of putting it in perspective wise. Look at that. We bought 80 Buffalo nickels for $2 a piece in great condition at a show, most priced at 25 and above mini BU. That is awesome. Dang. Buffaloes are getting kind of scarce. I haven't found very many recently. I found one right before I started streaming again. I found one in a bag. Can't remember what it was. But before that, I had a dry spell for like about 1 or 2 months. Got really hard to find them. I don't know if you guys are subscribed to Southern Metal Coins, but I was watching him and he looked like he found a super nice war nickel. I was like, oh, that's like mouth-watering, drooling kind of level of quality. I've only found one that was that good. And yeah. Somebody, what's up? How's it going, man? You should do some dimes. We're doing dimes. We only got dimes today. Yep, we only got dimes. We got so many dimes, it's crazy. We got over $1,000 in dimes we're doing. Yes, he did. He also found a 1914D error worth 200. Dang, I must have missed that short. That's crazy. He's been on a roll finding finding errors. I've noticed a lot of his shorts have been error coins recently. Wish I could find errors like that. I can't remember how Deneen found this channel. She was during the OG days too. It might have been from the Somebody We Do Not Name channel, honestly. It might have been from back when I was in that community. But if not, you know, some people find it through just, you know, the algorithm feeds you similar channels. And yeah, Deneen is a good mod. I've seen she's in a lot of other channels too. I've seen her in B Wallers last night. BB Unleashed 2026. What is up? Yeah, it seems like somebody and Deneen are like the main mod people I've seen. They're like all over the place. I wish I could be all over the place like that. I got too many darn hobbies. They take too much of my time. Oh, I'm out fishing today. That's a good day to fish. It's nice out. I stepped out and I'm like, holy crap. We've been having some good weather here in the Midwest. Did I miss Glenn? Yeah, I did miss Glenn. How's it going? Happy Thursday. The 7th of May. May's already here. Time is flying. Let's see. I don't think it's in here either. No, not in here. Nice, I found 1985 Starnote. Dang, that's crazy. I think I only have one old Starnote that I found in the wild. I can't remember what year it was. One of my coworkers found it, set it aside. He didn't even look at the year. He just set it aside and bam, it was old. I could tell right away because you could see the lettering and numbers are they look different on those older bills. They're like thinner. Chat's moving faster, so I have to make sure I'm not missing anything. OG of all OGs. Somebody was here, like he was one of the first people on the channel. He somehow found me. Birthday star. Found the 10 today. Oh, okay. What time is it? 12:04. I got till 45. And I have to get off. And then, like I said, tomorrow I'm going to try to get better at scheduling these things early. So then you'll know when I'm getting on here early in the day. It'll either be the post, it'll be the live itself for the live notification, or both. I'm going to try to get in the habit of doing both. So there's multiple ways of knowing. And then, you know, that way if you're out and about and you want to tune in, you can. But I'm always trying to consider people got their own lives going. I don't want to make people feel like they have to come in all the time. And in June, they're going to be having that Trump signature on the $100 bills. That's right. That's what I heard. That'll be an interesting thing. And they're still not making star notes, I'm pretty sure. So those won't have star notes. I think star notes are a thing that might increase the value of star notes a little bit too, because they won't have his signature on it either. They'll be exclusively a non-presidential signature on a bill. And then that new $10 bill is coming out too, I think. I'm pretty sure new $10 bill is coming out this year, so that'll be pretty interesting. Yeah, and he's getting that, they're trying to get that, what is it, $2.50 coin, a gold coin, I think. That's what I read as well. If my dad was here right now, he would be saying, that ain't right. That ain't right. My dad does not like that. He'd be full of opinions on that. That's why I'm trying to put it in perspective for him. I'm like, don't be too opinionated. He doesn't really want to talk on the stream, so that'll be left up to me. But I don't know. He might say something. Who knows? He might get comfy and start wanting to talk to you guys. So we'll see. He did mention today that we will pull out the gold coins that we have. We'll pull out all the other stuff we found. He knows where they're at. We got them in an old cigar box. Old cigar box. We put all our not flips, but a little plastic coin holder things. We try to put them in old things like that. It's kind of a cool thing. But we'll pull those out on the bigger stream. I'll still be taking the reins tomorrow, and then Sunday he'll be in the hot seat. It'll be Sunday evening. We'll have that planned too. Yeah, I'm interested to see if I'm gonna even see one of those truffles out in the wild or not. I might just keep one just for the heck of it. I might try to make some money off it. Who knows? If somebody wants it, I'll just make money off it. Then that way, I'm not in it to sell things, but you know. What's this? Okay. Dang, no rims. No nice rims. Regardless, it's history time for America being... Yep, exactly. That is probably the biggest thing. If you push past all of that crap, then you need to think of it like that. Then that's really what it's about, right? Ooh, wait. Okay, that's not 80s. If only that was a W. That would be crazy. Yep. I mean, think of all the other cool things that are coming out this year. It's unfortunate the price hike happened on the Mint website, but I'm still getting it for that reason, you know? I don't care. I'll buy them. I think they're cool to look at. And if you're in that collector mindset, then yeah, it's cool. Lots of 96s in here. I mentioned that W now, it's trying to tempt me. I've never found one of those though. I wish I could see someone find one live. That's what I want to see, someone find one live. I've seen a couple people make videos on them, but I haven't actually looked through their stream to see if they actually found that live or not. Come on, phone, what are we doing here? Jeez, a lot of 96s. One of those, almost looks bubbly. I have a few of those where they look really warped and bubbly. Let's see, I just seen the quarter over here. Yep, here it is. Got the bubbles on it. I don't know what that is. I've heard that's fire damage. I've heard several things on what that could mean. There's a few of them. I see them on halves a lot. Or it looks like a little raised edge on it. I'm not sure what that is, but maybe I need to tune into B-Waller's stream and send that in and be like, what is this? B-Waller found a W bat. Oh, dang. I won that one. Then Las Vegas Coin found one live. I won that one as well. Dang. I don't know about Las Vegas Coin. I'll have to go to his channel. That's crazy. So they're still out there then, because then for like 2 or 3 months, I was thinking like, there's no way I'm gonna find one anymore. It seems like it's been too long. I know some things happen where like people pass away, you know, and like different things happen that cause them to go back into circulation. But that's the one I found the other day. I didn't find it live, but someone handed it to me. I was like, oh my god. And look at that. It's got some pretty good luster on it. So, yeah, that having that handed to me convinced me that they're still out there. Eventually, that'll be crazy when we start doing the orders for the donation things and somebody wins one of those. My dad was like, I ain't giving it. I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna give out anything that's in that order. That's for the audience only. It'd be hard to pass it out, but that's okay. It's for the people. That's why we do 2 orders. He can have his order, and then we have the order for here. That's crazy, though. Winning 2 W's in one swoosh. I don't think that's what that is. No, it's just thin. Right? Yeah, I hate how these are colored sometimes. It gets you second guessing. Not sure what happened to that 8 there. It kind of got messed up. I'm gonna toss it in just because I got a bucket for messed up coins. I sometimes like collecting those. It's kind of cool to see a bunch of coins all together that look all funky. I'm gonna keep that too. Where that went, but I'm pretty sure that's not silver, whatever that was. I'll figure this out eventually where I have things separated, and if anything falls out of my hand, I can be like, oh, there it is. Because it gets mixed up in the pile I've already been through, and then I'm like, Too bad. I thought that was a silver coin and it wasn't, because I had to sacrifice the roll being straight. Now it's all over the place. Do you think collecting the 2026 coins in the mint right now would be worth something in the future due to it being the 250th? I've seen so many opinions on that. It's really hard to say, because people use the example of the bicentennial, saying that, well, those aren't worth anything, and I try to always go from the approach, but my dad and I both go from the approach of, well, something might be worth something, so to say, but then really it's like whoever wants to buy it for whatever, you know, it's like however someone pays for it, that's really like the true intrinsic value. And then it's like, you don't know if we're going to go into cashless society and if that's going to affect it. And then it's like, well, even though something's not being made anymore, it's like that doesn't necessarily mean anything, because like wheat pennies aren't being made anymore and they haven't increased in value very much. So there's like so many variables. But I try to think of it like there's like billions of people that exist on the planet. Somebody's gonna want something. So like, you know, I mean, one man's trash is another man's treasure sort of approach. I'm sure there's going to be a good amount of people out there that didn't get the chance And I remember when I was ordering, when I tried to get those revolutionary quarters, there were a lot of people that didn't get the chance to get it because they got booted off the website and they have to buy off the secondary market. And they, some people don't want to do that because of the prices they charge too. And I think it's worth it. I think it's a tough thing to have to swallow. Tough pill to have to swallow to pay that much. I got the congratulations set yesterday and that was $175, and that was $90 something earlier in the year. And so that's like $100 plus when you know that it's the same product. You got that uncirculated set coming out that's like $124. So it's like, yeah, it's tough to swallow, but I guess it's like, I think in some ways it'll be worth it. And if you just keep it in the back of your head that it's a cool thing to look at, cool thing to collect. If you're in that mindset where you like filling books, which we like filling books here, then I don't think it's a bad thing. Just kind of have to like figure out all those variables in your head and go from there. You could probably answer that question a lot of ways, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that have a different opinion on how that would be. Sorry, I had to take a call. That had to take you to work thing. Yep, you're good. I can't ever... Phone decided to pop out of the thing. I can't ever tell when someone leaves or not, so I try not to worry about that. I'm not trying to be crazy and be like, oh, stay here the whole time. I'm not trying to be like that. So people gotta leave, they gotta leave, That's okay. I won't be here that much longer anyway, because it'll be like 45 here before we know it. And then we got the bigger stream tomorrow we're gonna do. So timber. Now what does that mean exactly? Is it I don't know anything about the firefighting side of things, so dang. This thing does not want to stay in here now. There we go. I can't wait to get this new tripod, because then I can have this the way I need it to. There we go. Nice 81. Yeah, that'll be like one of the final things. Your phone falling over like a tree being chopped down. Yeah, you got that right. It's every stream. I don't expect there to be a stream where that doesn't happen anymore. It's like a common thing here. Dang, guys, I don't think we are gonna eke the silver out. I think it's donezo for today. Maybe Friday we'll have more luck. I'm trying to even remember the last time I had a silver dime. It's been a minute. There was a couple times before I streamed where I went to work and they were sitting right in the cup waiting for me. I like looked down, I opened the door, looked down, and boom, there it was just sitting there. And I'm like, that is 100% one of those. And it was almost like it was just like, I'm waiting for you kind of thing. I had that happen twice in a month. Could not believe that. I got one more roll, and then maybe I could do one or two. Well, actually, I can go to 45 today because I'm not going to the bank, so I can maybe open a few more. And then I don't even know, I can't even count that many that fast, but there's still like a big army of rolls over there, so we've got our work cut out. I did find one in a Coinstar at Walmart, though. So that's a thing. Because sometimes, it's hard to believe people's YouTube videos because it's like people can plant things and they can manufacture the video just for the way it looks, It's really hard to tell. You don't want to believe everything on the internet. And I just never knew if that was a thing or not, finding silver coins in a Coinstar. It's so easy to just like, yep, I'm going to plant that in that little slot and then I'm going to turn on my camera and be like, look what I found, So it's just, that's a real thing because I know it rejects it. It won't take it as well as the foreign coins. It doesn't take those. I've gone to a Coinstar that I know where it's at here around the area, and I never find anything there. And I don't know if it's because people get to it before me or what, but then I see people finding stuff, and I'm like, that's crazy. Again, as I check it when I get there and before I leave. Dang. That's wild. Maybe I need to start swinging by there and checking. Because I know I'm not the only coin hunter in the area for sure. I got other people that... What are we doing here? There we go. They check it too. I'm gonna have to scarf this breakfast down. I've been too busy unrolling coins to have to even have time to eat. That's okay. I just wanted to get some of this done. These boxes have been sitting here for literal months now. My dad's like, please go through the dimes, please. I'm like, okay, I will. Oh shit, what was that? That wasn't a 2009, right? Let's see. Can't see it. It's a 0. Last I looked, I'm 15 subs short of 500. Dang, man. Get it. I felt like I was at 500 forever at one point. I slowed down a lot right when I got to 500. Now it feels like the train's kind of moving again. I don't really care about this, like the number part of it. It's cool because, that's somebody clicking that button. But I try not to get wrapped up in the idea of the number part of it. But it does feel cool to see that number reach a high point, and then you're like, holy crap. Now that's a pretty nice 67. That's got a little bit of luster going on there. What's up with you looking for 2009? They got the lower number counts on them. So I don't know if they're inherently worth more. I think you could probably sell rolls for them for decent. If you got somebody that likes collecting 2009s, they're hard to find. Dimes exclusively are hard to find, 2009s. I don't think I've completed a roll of them yet. Especially the Philadelphia Mint. I definitely do not have... I think I got like half a roll. And that's in like 2 years of collecting. I'm gonna grab 3 rolls and we'll see where we're at here. I only do about 25-30 minute live 5 days a week, and it's early for a lot of people, and I compete against IDA for viewers. Yeah. I noticed when I did lives at night, they tended to work out better, but just can't do that right now, unfortunately. I'd keep my dad up with the music and talking to you guys, so it's easier to do it right now, at least until I can figure that part out. Once he's like not working, then we could start doing that together more. But yeah, right now it has to kind of be in the daytime. But Friday and Sunday stream will definitely be at night. Maybe even Saturday, we'll see. Saturday's a mixed bag because of what's going on. Yeah, Redbeard, I would definitely save the 2009s if you see them just with, especially the dimes. But I think all across the board, you know, quarters and uh, pennies are pretty common, it seems like, to find them. But then you got those varieties in the pennies, like the double thumb on Abe's hand, and, you know, the nickels. I am obsessed with finding 2009 nickels. They're pretty fun to find. So what do you make for music? I don't have very much of my own music that I've made. I have a few demos, but we're hoping this year I can find some time to sit down and actually make a few original tunes. That way I can go around and play them, go live out in the public and play them. But mainly it's just playing along with songs. Right now I do a lot of improvising on the piano, but my little synthesizer series, I like jam along the songs. So people recommend me songs, and then I do this it's a kind of weird thing. If you haven't watched it, it's a little hard to understand. But now I'm at 903 songs. So it's getting pretty up there. I'm almost at the 1K songs mark in that series, which is crazy to me. I've been doing that for a few years now, that particular series. Have you checked out Dad Hunts Coins? I have not. I'll have to check him out too. Take a look later at your videos. Yeah, it used to be. Have you found anything? No. It's been kind of empty so far. My dad and I noticed these boxes were a little empty. That series used to. Yeah, you could. Yeah, of course you could drop. Yeah. Yeah, no problem with that at all. Definitely you can. It used to be called Sonic Voyage, the series. There's a little toning. But then I changed the name, so now it's like it's like alphabetic characters that look like my name. They look like the letters in my name, but they're a little different. So you'll have to. It's pinned at the top of my channel. When you go to the channel, you'll see it, and you could drop some music, and I'll add it to the list. Hundreds and hundreds of people have recommended me songs to do, so it's kind of like a big serious thing for me. In the box. Then got some pretty nice looking newer dimes here. Saying I will make sure to go back and add him, sub to him. It's easier with the link. I can go back through, because I have to go back through anyway, and dang, look at that. I had to go back through, and if I found anything, then which I haven't found anything to stream, but I would add it to the description. Live nickel hunts. Yeah, nickels were the big thing. That was like my main gig here. I would do like I would do bags all the time. I would rip through a bag. I've actually, through my hiatus, I've been training with how fast I can do a bag of nickels, which is $100 worth. And I can, if I put my mind to it, and with some pretty good accuracy too, I could do a bag of nickels in probably like half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. You know, rushing, but I don't like to rush. It gets you, doing them quick gets you good at it, because then you keep at a good pace when you're not rushing. Tell him AG sent you. I would appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely, man. I think Gatito and Bellows Forge recommended B Waller last night, so when I went there, I told them that's who sent me. Starts his lives at 5:30 Mountain Time. I'm trying to remember what that is in correspondence, because I'm in Central Time, so I gotta figure out when that actually is here. Looking like we're not gonna get anything. Does games, giveaways, and sells its boxes to people. Basically gives them more than the mail at the price of the box. Yeah, I've seen some people do that where they sell whole boxes. That was especially popular back when the penny thing happened and people would give away whole boxes of pennies. That's wild. I'm hoping I can get to that point eventually where I could do those like levels of giveaways. That's crazy. Right now, I at least look at that. That's pretty nice. Dang. Right now, it's more of stocking up on the inventory. That way, you know, if you see me save something, you know I have it. Because it ain't going anywhere. So it eventually down the road, it might be up for grabs. We've got crap tons of silver dimes in the vault and other things. That's pretty cool, though. So I got a box from him. I kept all the finds, including a war nickel, and he threw in 5 1-ounce copper rounds. That's cool. Dang. Not bad to get a war nickel out of it, too. Box is 25. Dang. That ain't too bad. This is going to be the last roll because I do not want to rush. I have to go to work. If I do another roll, it's going to be pushing it pretty close. So, have to be there at 1, and then we get 3 days off. We get a lot of time to do some streaming, which I'm excited because I've been wanting to get back into the big streams. Yeah, that is a pretty darn good price for that, to be honest. Considering they're $100. Yeah. I'm in Iowa, so Central Time as well. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not very far away from you, to be honest. Big old IL here. Almost slap dab in the middle. Ooh, look at that. Pretty darn nice. Yeah, that's nice. That looks definitely going in the box. Oh, I almost held my breath for a second. Sometimes you see that toning or that just that light gray color, but I didn't see anything on the rim, so I'm almost certain there's not one in here. All finds are 1959 or older for DHC. Man, there's some nice looking dimes in this one. Yeah, we haven't done nickels all day here, or all week here, so I'm hoping they'll have a bag for me there, and I could bring it. We could tear it open. Like I said, the last time it was like maybe 2 or 3 nickel bags ago, we found this, and that was just outrageous to find something like this in there. I'm still very curious about it. I'm wondering who dropped it in the bag, and it's insane to think that this got through, because you can see how thick that is. That is super thick. It's 5 times the weight of a penny. It's like, I think it was like 11 grams or something like that. And then 6/8 of 88. Like, that's more than likely 1888. I doubt that's 1988. I'm willing to bet even there's a chance that's 1788 by chance. You could tell that's Old English writing. And then we thought this said Jill, but I've been told that could say Tiff. So that could be Tiffany and Company. And it has genuine cuter on the bottom. Like, if this would have gotten sideways, it would have jammed that machine 100%. It happened to go through perfectly vertically through that hole and ended up in that bag of nickels. Because I was going through it. I had it spread out on the table, and then just looked up, and I'm like, "What in the hell is this?" And have I Google Lensed it? Yes. And actually, it gives me all sorts of different ones that look like it, but there's only one post on the entire internet that I have found where that has that exact thing. And next stream, I'll have to link it in the comments or in the chat, because someone found it. They found it in Canada, in Hamilton, Canada, 5 years ago. They were metal detecting, or they just dug it up. And it almost looks like the exact one. There could be multiple versions of it out there, you know. It could not be just the only one in existence. And yeah, they were wondering the same thing, because they seen like initials engraved in it. And they were like, "What is this?" And nobody answered them back. They said they were going to use some oil to try to break down the crud on it. So we used toothpaste, because toothpaste is the magic around here. And it tore a lot of that stuff off. So then we could see the date, because we couldn't hardly see anything on it. We just knew there were some initials engraved in it. You could tell it's been around the block. It's got, right there, it's got some, like it's been broke off or something like that. Acetone. Yeah, we were thinking about that. I was a little hesitant on it because of how harsh it was. I didn't want it to peel off everything completely and damage it. But honestly, this thing is so hardy that I don't think it would do that. But we're just careful on it just because it's so cool to look at. We don't want anything to happen to it, really. Tiff. Yeah, I don't know who. It could even be a lady named Tiff or Jill, you know, from way back then. I wish I could find the person that dumped it, because I mean, I'm sure it meant a lot to them. This seems like it has some sentimentalness, but right now it's in our hands. We could barely even fit it in this thing. It's so thick, you can see it moving around here. This thing's moving around, but yep. And one of the coolest things I've ever found coin hunting, for sure. All right. Give a big old stretch. Oh. I think we're done. We gotta cut it off before I get too close. Yeah, we still got a shit ton over here. Look at that. Army of dime rolls. Just, you could tell. That's still, I barely made a dent in that. And that bucket has $500 worth. There's some pennies, nickels, and quarters and dimes in those boxes from work. I do really appreciate you guys tuning in. It means the world that I can come back and you guys have still stuck around. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a good day. And I will schedule these streams coming up early. That way, if you want to tune in, you can. You'll know when I'm popping on. It won't be such a surprise off the cuff. And yeah. Hopefully we find something cool tomorrow. Dad streams on Sunday. He'll be here tomorrow night. He'll kind of observe how I'm doing this. And maybe tomorrow night we even might show off some of the stuff we found. Who knows? Depends on how things go. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. and have a wonderful day. Peace.